Welcome to Tour Guide. Today watch in 10 best places to visit in Turkey. Why visit in Turkey? Turkey has served as the crossing point between Europe and Asia for countless years. It is a country rich in history with a terrain that includes beaches and towering mountains. Turkey boasts a wide range of civilizations thanks to its history as a hub of trade and cultural exchange. The country's delectable culinary landscape, countless religious monuments, and ancient sites all bear witness to the wealth of culture and influences that have shaped the region where East and West collide. Most travel itineraries include Istanbul, the former capital of the Byzantine and Ottoman empires, but there are many more wonderful places to visit. You can spend your time here relaxing at upscale beach resorts along the Aegean Sea, seeing the Greco-Roman culture in Ephesus, sleeping in boutique hotels inside caverns, and flying over the strange landscape of Cappadocia in hot air balloons. Number 1. Istanbul. Istanbul, the largest city in Turkey and one of the biggest cities in the world, was once the capital of the Ottoman and Byzantine empires. Istanbul is the only city in the world to bridge two continents, covering both sides of the Bosphorus, a waterway that separates Asia and Europe. Istanbul is one of the top tourist destinations in the globe thanks to its impressive architecture, historical landmarks, cuisine, shopping, nightlife, and exotic environment. Most of the city's noteworthy historic sites, like the Hagia Sophia, Blue Mosque, and Topkapi Palace, may be located in the Old City. New City, another significant neighborhood, is well known for its contemporary attractions, skyscrapers, and shopping centers. While the Bosphorus region is home to stunning palaces, waterfront residences, and urban parks, Beyoğlu and Galata are well-known areas for nightlife and entertainment. Istanbul offers a wide variety of intriguing sights and activities. The Grand Bazaar, one of the oldest and largest covered markets in the world, is a must-visit shopping destination. Another fantastic method to get a taste of the community's culture is to go to a Turkish bath. There are a variety of restaurants, bars, and nightclubs in Istanbul to suit every taste and budget. Number 2. Cappadocia. Turkey's Cappadocia, in central Anatolia, is well known for its fairy tale-like scenery of bizarre structures that resemble chimneys, cones, mushrooms, and pinnacles. These peculiar structures were fashioned over time by natural processes including erosion and previous volcanic eruptions, some of which reached heights of 130 feet 40 meters. But by chiseling homes, churches, and underground cities out of the soft rock thousands of years ago, humans added stunning embellishments to the landscape. As early as 1800 BC, the Hittites and other inhabitants of the area dug out underground tunnel systems in order to protect themselves from Persian and Greek invaders. The tunnels and caves of Cappadocia served as a haven for Christians who were fleeing religious persecution by Rome much later in the 4th century AD. The area is now well known for its historical sites and natural marvels. Even though Neshehir is where most of Cappadocia is situated, some of the major towns in the area include Ürgüp, Göreme, Avanos, Ortahisar, and Mustafapasa. Numerous of these towns include lodging, dining, entertainment choices, and tourist destinations with museums, fairy chimneys, rock castles, caves, ancient Greek villages, monasteries, and marketplaces for local crafts. There are also caves in the area that serve as lodgings for travelers. Number 3. Ephesus. Ephesus, a historic location in Aegean Turkey, was the most comprehensive classical metropolis in all of Europe. One of the biggest cities in the Roman Empire by the 1st century BC, Ephesus was home to the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. One of Turkey's most well-liked tourist destinations is the well-preserved Ephesus ruins, which are part of a sizable archaeological site. Although Ephesus was recognized as a Roman town in 133 BC, it took another 200 years for the city to reach its apex. Ephesus had more than 250,000 permanent residents when it served as the capital of Roman Asia Minor. While residing in Ephesus, St. Paul promoted Christianity among many other faiths. Ephesus' decline began with the deterioration of its harbor and the sacking of the city by Germanic Goths in the 3rd century. Ephesus was virtually forgotten for about 1,500 years. Until an international team of archaeologists started uncovering the ruins in the 1860s, the ruins of this amazing classical metropolis were concealed from the world. Ephesus is one of the largest accessible archaeological sites in the world, even though less than 20% of it has been excavated as of this writing. The Temple of Artemis is without a doubt Ephesus' most well-known building. The temple, which was once the biggest in the world, served as a reminder of Ephesus' importance. Although the temple itself was unfortunately largely destroyed sometime in the 5th century, visitors can still explore the ruins. The terraced houses are some of Ephesus' most recently discovered and unquestionably most well-liked sites. Around the 1st century, these were the mansions of Ephesus' wealthiest citizens, and they were constructed in a contemporary Roman style. Surprisingly, some of the homes included heating systems, marble flooring, and hot and cold bathrooms. You can find strange artwork, mosaics, and even handwritten love messages on the walls. A visit to Ephesus would not be complete without seeing the renowned Celsus Library. The library, which was built in 123 AD, was once one of the biggest in the ancient world, ranking 3rd after the libraries of Alexandria and Pergamum. Due to the library's restoration, it is now simpler to discern its 2-story layout, columns, and capitals. Admire the 4 statues that serve as representations of the 4 virtues. Even though these statues are replicas and not the originals, you can still recognize Sophia as a symbol of wisdom, Episteme as a symbol of knowledge, Ennoia as a symbol of thought, and Arete as a symbol of goodness. Selçuk, a village located just 2 miles from Ephesus, is where many tourists choose to stay before or after exploring the ancient city's ruins. You might want to pause in Selçuk's center to appreciate the Roman aqueduct that formerly brought water to the city, or you might choose to learn more about the local archaeology by perusing. Number 4. Bodrum. The ancient fortified city of Halicarnassus, which is now known as Bodrum, was once home to marble structures, temples, statues, paved streets, and the mausoleum, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It is situated in the Muğla province in the southern Aegean area of Turkey. The city was in ruins and a sleepy fishing village until Turkish intellectuals popularized it in the 20th century through their writings. Today, tourists from all over the world come to Bodrum to enjoy its fascinating ruins, gorgeous beaches, and cliff-top resorts. Tourists may locate a lovely beach with a view of the bright blue water on Bodrum's eastern side. There are numerous cafes, restaurants, and nightclubs close to the shore. The marina, retail establishments, and eateries are located on the western side of the city. The Castle of St. Peter, popularly known as Bodrum Castle, is a must-see during any trip to Bodrum. The Knights Hospitaller began construction in 1402, and today it serves as a museum. The Mindos Gate, which once saw a terrible battle during an attack by Alexander the Great, an ancient amphitheater, and the final fragments of the mausoleum are among the other attractions. The award-winning Bodrum Museum of Underwater Archaeology, housed inside Bodrum Castle, historical windmills, Turkish saunas and mud baths, windsurfing, scuba diving, and boat tours with nightclubs and glass-bottomed dance floors are some of the additional sights and activities in Bodrum in addition to sightseeing. Number 5. Side. Alexander the Great invaded Side in the 4th century BC, when it was a significant harbor in ancient Pamphylia. Today, Side is a gorgeous town with historic remains and contemporary resorts that look out onto sand and white beaches. Side is a wonderful destination for sightseeing, partying, and outdoor activity. It is situated on a small peninsula in the Antalya province along Turkey's Mediterranean coast. A site of ancient Hellenistic and Roman ruins that has been excavated inside is its main draw. These ruins include the remains of a huge amphitheater, an agora, a Byzantine basilica, public baths, marble columns, and several temples. A museum with a collection of Roman statues and antiquities is currently housed in the reconstructed Roman baths. The Temple of Apollo, which overlooks the beach, is a magnificent sight, especially at dusk. The picturesque town of Side has various eateries, ranging from delis and pizza shops to fine dining in a range of cuisines, as well as tiny lanes and lovely parks. The Manavgat River, located just outside of town, provides boat rides, whitewater rafting, and Number 6. Marmaris. Marmaris, one of Turkey's most well-known coastal resorts, is surrounded by picture-perfect scenery, including pine-covered mountains, sand-white beaches, turquoise waters, and ancient buildings. This magnificent cruise port, which is situated on the Turkish Riviera in southwest Turkey, is a tourist haven with outstanding sightseeing options, water sports, delicious restaurants, and a vibrant nightlife. Visitors to Marmaris will be overwhelmed by the variety of things to see and do there. The ancient quarters cobblestone lanes can be explored for beautiful architecture and a trip to the Süleyman the Magnificent Castle, which dates back to the 16th century. Visitors can take a variety of boat cruises to explore the scenic bays and nearby settlements. In contrast to jeep safaris, which provide off-the-beaten-path adventures, horse safaris canter through verdant pine woods, orange orchards, medieval villages, around uninhabited coves, and around breathtaking waterfalls. Turkish spas for complete pampering and relaxation are also available in Marmaris, along with water parks for the whole family. If that isn't enough, Marmaris is the starting point for a number of day journeys to famous locations including Dalyan, Ephesus, Pamukkale, and Cleopatra Island. Marmaris has one of Turkey's most dynamic nightlife scenes. Numerous eateries, ranging from fast food to upscale dining, provide cuisines from throughout the globe. There are bars and clubs all across the city, including on the beaches. The Turkish night show locations, which provide traditional Turkish cuisine, mazes, and belly dance, should not be missed. Number 7. Antalya. Antalya is a sizable, energetic city that welcomes travelers with its abundance of resorts, hotels, bars, and restaurants. It is nestled along the stunning Turkish Riviera on the Mediterranean coast. Beautiful beaches and mountains covered in luxuriant greenery and scattered with historic ruins wrap the city in breathtaking beauty. Antalya has activities for all ages, from swimming and sailing to mountain climbing, sightseeing, and family time. A stroll around Kalesi, the Old Quarter, provides a glimpse into the city's ancient past with views of the old city walls, Roman gates, confusing streets, and historic buildings like the clock tower and lovely, older churches, mosques, and temples. The Cumhuriyet Square, which is located in the center of the old quarter and is flanked by stores, cafes, Turkish spas, and street performers. White sands, water sports, resorts, clubs, and restaurants can be found at Antalya's two main beaches, Konyaaltı and Lara. There are zoos, water parks, and amusement parks close to the beaches. The Antalya Museum, which has won awards, is only one of the museums that display art. Number 8. Konya, a sizable city in Turkey's central Anatolia region, is one of the oldest cities in the world and is well known for its amazing Seljuk architecture and whirling dervishes. Under the Seljuk dynasty, Konya flourished as a capital city in the 12th and 13th centuries. There are some beautiful structures from that time period that can be seen today, such as the Alaeddin Mosque, which contains the tombs of various sultans. The Insmaner Medrese, which is now a museum and houses antiquities from the Seljuk and Ottoman periods, is another well-known illustration. The Seljuk Palace is equally worthwhile to visit despite being in ruins. One of Turkey's biggest skyscrapers and a modern architectural marvel is the Seljuk Tower, which has a rotating restaurant on its top 2 floors. Rumi, a Persian mystic and theologian, lived in Konya in the 13th century. A must-see location in Konya is his mausoleum, the Mausoleum of Rumi, which is next to the Melvana Museum. The Mevlevi order, commonly known as the whirling dervishes due to their renowned religious rituals in which they spin around and around on the left foot while dressed in white, billowing gowns, was created by Rumi's devotees. Weekly viewings of these marmaris are possible at the Mevlevi Cultural Center. Additionally, Konya has gorgeous parks and natural areas, including Alaeddin Hill in the heart of the city and the Japanese Park, which features lovely pagodas, waterfalls, and ponds. Konya is one of Turkey's more conservative cities, thus there aren't as many bars and clubs there. But some hotels and cafes do serve alcoholic beverages. Number 9. Mardin, the provincial capital of the Mardin province, is located in southeast Turkey on a prominent hilltop with a view over the Mesopotamian plains. Mardin, one of the oldest towns in the area, is renowned for its old city's sandstone buildings that cascade down the hill and its cultural richness. Walking is a convenient way to explore Mardin's old city. Visitors can stroll past terraced homes and well-known attractions like the Sultan İsa Medresi, a medieval structure that previously served as an observatory, and Ders Zafaran Monastery, one of the oldest monasteries in the world. An Islamic school from the 14th century, Zinciriye Medresi, has lovely courtyards and artwork. With its towering minaret, the Great Mosque is not easy to overlook. Despite being inaccessible to the general public, the citadel offers amazing photo opportunity. Number 10. Ankara, the capital of Turkey, is a vast, up-to-date metropolis that is home to governmental structures, commercial establishments, educational institutions, and foreign embassies. Ankara, which is in the geographic heart of Turkey in the Anatolia region, serves as a critical transportation hub that connects both locals and visitors to the country's other significant cities. Ankara is not just a business city, though. A few historic sites and a few works of art and culture are also available in this thriving metropolis. Ankara is a historic city that was formerly home to people from many different cultures, including the Hittite, Greek, Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman. The Citadel, a Roman theater, and the Temple of Augustus are a few of the more renowned examples. There are also numerous old mosques all across the city. Anıt Kabir, a significant monument from the 20th century, is a mausoleum where Mustafa Kemal Ataturk's burial is located. The vibrant arts and culture scene in Ankara is highlighted by the city's abundance of theaters and museums, including the Museum of Anatolian Civilizations, which is home to more than 200,000 artifacts. Both traditional markets and contemporary malls offer great shopping options where products like fresh vegetables, spices, carpets, and electronics may all be bought.